You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Wednesday to you, sir. How are you?
Hey, doing all right. How's everything middle of the week with the smalls?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Doing oogly doogly?
We are
yes.
indeed.
All right, here's some random birthdays, and this is kind of a random list. Kind of.
Okay.
Cato Kalin.
Oh, yeah. I remember that
63
guy.
today, made famous with the O.J. Simpson murder trial. You know, he's a heck of an actor. You should catch him in the 1987 classic Beach Fever.
Oh, really?
And follow that up with Night Shadow in 1989. Low-budget horror flick.
Quite the talent.
Just goes straight to video. That went straight to the dumpster out.
That's not nice.
No, he was on Celebrity Big Brother back in 2019.
Really?
I
I don't
didn't know
remember
that.
that.
He gets around, yeah, and he produced a syndicated reality show that aired in like 34 different countries. I mean, the guy's been busy.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, I mean, literally, he didn't do anything wrong. He was just, he happened
driver.
to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cato, he's getting along just fine. Emmanuel Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Webster.
Yeah.
51.
Is he? Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, that's inches. He's actually...
Dan. Okay. I fell for that. Don't encourage him, Heidi.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And this man became famous as the director, the head of security on the Jerry Springer Show, Steve Wilkos.
Oh, yeah.
He went on to have his own show.
Yeah.
Do you also realize that he's a former U.S. Marine,
Yeah. I knew that.
former Chicago cop?
I knew that.
Yeah, he's all that and a side of fries.
Yeah,
Steve
and
is
his show.
58 today.
Have you ever seen his show?
No, John.
It's actually
Never
similar.
seen the Jerry Springer Show either.
You haven't?
No.
Did you know Jerry Springer used to be the mayor of Cleveland?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just be quiet now.
You just dig yourself a hole. What do you think? I'm some crazy cat lady shut in?
Well,
Well, you know, sit there and watch Jerry Springer Show.
you spent a good portion of yesterday's programming talking about how many
I
cats
do
and dogs
not.
we can
I
have,
go
so
through my life figuring I'm stupid enough. I don't need that kind of help.
That's
No,
true.
agreed.
That's true.
So 1954, this day, the first local color TV commercial airs on WNB TV in New York City
What was it for?
Castro decorators.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Castros come decorate stuff.
Nice.
I didn't know the Cubans were known for that.
But, oh, are you kidding?
Pretty high end.
You seen
stuff,
Cuban
huh?
nightlife? It's crazy.
Just be quiet over here.
Hey, what's that, a 61 Impala? Yeah, it's 2022. Get it together, Cuba.
Wow.
1959, this was extremely controversial. Extremely. Barbie makes her debut at the American Toy Fair in New York.
Yeah.
All the mommies back there going, my kid's not getting that doll. I mean, it was a big deal.
Really? Why?
Because of how she was built. And how I mean, up to then, little dollies were little dollies,
Yeah.
cute little dollies, your Raggedy Ann variety type deal. Yeah, this thing was controversial, so they figured out just a clever way to market it. And well over 1 billion Barbies have been sold.
Oh my
since.
gosh.
They've done
I
okay with
probably
those, yeah.
owned about half of those. I loved my Barbies.
They're a big deal.
Yeah.
1964, the very first Ford Mustang is produced.
Nice.
The only American muscle car to never go out of production.
Really?
The Mustang has never gone out of production.
Nope.
Huh.
Nope.
That's cool.
That's something. It was originally made. Now we're going back to a different time. Housewives were housewives, and Daddy brought home the bacon. This originally was designed as the perfect little housewife vehicle because
Yeah.
it was smaller,
Really?
easier to maneuver, easier to park.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody went, "Hey, this thing's kind of quick." The rest is history.
Right.
Ford v Ferrari in that
Nice.
movie that they were Shelby Cobra and the Cobra, Shelby, but they were making fun of the Mustang in that movie because they were like, no. And they were, so back when they came out, like the muscle car guys didn't like them because it didn't have a big enough motor, the original ones. And all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah, great to beef up. Love mine.
they sure fixed that, didn't they?
Yeah. Mustang's just got a cool history to it. So
It really does.
there you go. I know, you know, we all know. We can just forge ahead here.
Gonna do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and I've got Dr. Harley joining me. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
Hey, John. Doing great. Seems like we can't kick the snow, but it's all right.
It's like if you listen back to all of the different programs, it's like, hey, it's beautiful. It's going to be nice. Spring is here. They're like, oh, hey, winter's back again. And it's like, no, it's spring again. It's like, okay, now it's winter again. So
I feel like that's my conversation with a lot of patients. Either we're talking about how great the weather is or how not so great
Well,
it
and
is.
it's weird because like every year we have this kind of stuff. We just kind of forget about it. So, but yeah, welcome to winter again, maybe. But then it'll be spring again soon. So it's all good.
Yeah.
So one of the things we haven't really talked a lot about is different things that maybe people struggle with, like arthritis, and how chiropractic can help. And there actually are some things that you can do, aren't there?
Yeah, I get asked that question a lot. Can chiropractic help with arthritis? Or what is arthritis? How did I get it? These kind of things. And it kind of got brought to my mind a little bit just with like the weather changing so much. People are having flare-ups, aches and pains, all those different things. Now, what is arthritis, right? It's, our bones are starting to break down, or those joints are starting to break down. A lot of it's from wear and tear, because most people don't think about what they're doing in their 20s, how they're going to be in their 50s or 60s, and then they hit older age and they're falling apart, and now they're having a lot of those problems. Like, well, what happened?
Old football injury.
I hear that a lot. Yeah. So a lot of it's just the wear and tear of your body not able to handle all of that. So we throw extra bone back at those joints to stabilize them back up. Well, that extra bone growth is now making it so they don't move very well, and they're going to get stiffer and stiffer and stiffer. I look at arthritis kind of like a rusty gate.
Oh, yeah,
right?
That's a good analogy.
If you're not using that gate, the rust is going to build up more and more and more. But the more you use that gate, it's going to wear off that rust, keeping it moving properly. So that's the biggest thing with arthritis is if you're not moving, it's going to keep getting worse. And especially if it's still in, when things are out of alignment, like thinking of like our tires, right? We get our tires rotated, otherwise they get worn out. And we get bald spots. Well, that happens in our joints as well, is where it's wearing more. We're going to start having bald spots on those joints. So then it starts hurting. We're like, oh, I'm not going to use it anymore. Well, that's when arthritis really starts to grow in. So that's where chiropractic can really come into play, is by realigning your joints and your spine, making sure that they're moving like they're supposed to, they're in proper alignment. Is one, going to help the joints wear more evenly so they're not going to wear out, and to get them moving better so we're scraping off and working off that rust.
Very nice. So it's a way to be able to continue to get more mobility and have more mobility without a ton of pain involved.
Yeah, I was like, we can't necessarily get rid of the arthritis that you have, but we can help, improve aches and pains, improve range of motion, mobility, and keep it from getting worse. Because that's really the biggest thing, is keeping that arthritis from getting worse.
If somebody listening is going, hey, that's something I've suffered with my entire life, or maybe the last 10 years or 20 years, and I didn't even realize that chiropractic was a good fit for that, how do they reach out to you to get some more information?
Yeah, if we're a phone call away, you can call us at 605-215-1785 or shoot us a message on our Facebook page, Balanced Life Chiropractic.
And again, you can also find them on their website, which is balancedlifesd.com.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Wednesday?
Well, we fired up Lent. What was it, last Wednesday?
Yeah.
Ash Wednesday. Lent runs Ash Wednesday through, I think this year, April 16th.
Yeah, like through Easter, yep.
Okay, and some denominations take it more seriously than others. Catholics certainly.
Yeah.
Do it, and it has to do with their diet, whether they're giving up something up for Lent or not. And it used to be when I was growing up, we did not eat meat on Fridays.
Right.
I grew up Catholic.
Fish.
And then that got loosened up, then it became a Lenten type thing. And anyway, there's a reason. Did you know, for instance, McDonald's, during Lent, they sell almost 30% of their fish fillets over the course of the year just during Lent.
That
It's massive.
sandwich is magical.
It really is
Kind
good.
of is good, yeah.
It really is amazing.
I don't know what kind of fish that is, but it's good fish.
Man.
This is what I stumbled across and what I found interesting over the centuries. Other animals, rather than just, fish and your shellfish, your seafood, whatever you want to call it, there have been exceptions made over the centuries, just kind of depending, and these are still on the books. If you want to spice up your Friday menus through Lent, alligator's perfectly okay.
Oh, really? I never thought of that, but I suppose it probably would be.
Then somewhere in the 17th century, the Bishop of Quebec, Francois de Laval, asked his superiors in Paris if the beaver was considered a fish.
Oh, my goodness.
Really?
So they actually watched beavers be beavers, and they said, you know what? Sure.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
So beaver's okay. Hey, pay attention. Hey, lunch ladies at O'Gorman, this is game changer stuff. Muskrat, you bet.
No kidding.
Yep, these are all, you get a lentil pass on all of these. Small seabird known as the puffin,
Okay.
where 18th century scientists decided,
Now it's a fish.
when you think about it, it's more like a fish than it is a bird, even though it is a bird. Yeah, you can eat puffins. And if, spice things up even further, we'll wrap it up with, it's Friday. What's for dinner, Mom? Iguana and armadillo.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy cow.
I wonder how does that work? Those are not fish.
They are fishy enough.
Hey, over the years, some papal guy went,
All right.
Yep. All right. I can see your point. Sure. I'm all right
There we
with that.
go.
There you go. So alligator, beaver, muskrat, puffins, iguana, and armadillo.
Have you ever had alligator?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
I have. It's really good. You can get alligator at Swamp Daddy's. They have like gator bites there, and it's very, very good. Did you try it, Heidi? Because I had ordered some when you were with me. I didn't know if you tried it or not. I don't share very often because I usually have my food gone before anybody else even looks up. So.
I've noticed that.
It is good stuff. Well, Dan, thank you for that. That was enlightening.
Well, yeah, and hey, Lenten season, bless every one of you.
Absolutely.
God bless us, everyone.
And it is a Wednesday. I'm not doing a prize on this Wednesday, but I am going to announce that we have some prizes that I'm loading right now. So if you'd like to win some tickets to a comedy show, or if you'd like to win a download of Star Trek Picard No Man's Land, an original audio drama, I've got, I think there's 10 of those that we're going to be giving away. And you can find that. There's a link on our Facebook page.
All
there's
you
also,
Trekkies.
Yeah, if you go to sunnyradio.com, click the little button that says win tickets and more stuff, and register. And we'll see if we can make you a winner next Wednesday. Thanks for listening.
At bettercreditcards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at bettercreditcards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, March 9th, 2022. Equity markets tried to stage a rebound Tuesday despite rising oil prices and fear in the Ukraine. By the end of the day, however, the move had turned to a dead cat bounce, leaving the index down for the session and at the lowest closing level in over 6 months. In oil news, the price of West Texas Intermediate Intermediate rose more than 5% intraday to peak above $130 a barrel. The price is rising because Russian capacity is getting priced out of the market, and there's no indication yet where the shortfall will be made up. For consumers, this means a summer of record high gas prices and another year of double-digit inflation. In regards to inflation, the CPI data is due out Thursday and is not expected to soothe fears. The market has backtracked on its expectations for FOMC rate hikes and now sees the possibility for no hike at the next meeting. We think the CPI data will put those hopes to rest. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.